All right, what's up, my friends? Welcome back. I'm home from vacation. It was a long vacation, honestly. I was almost 9 days in Lake George and then in Jersey with the boys, kind of hanging out, playing some Magic. We did some Cube and some code names, played some Werewolf, had some drinks, played some golf. It was a lot of fun. But now I'm home, and we got a big Bant announcement. If you missed the video on the YouTube, go watch it. It went up like yesterday or whatever. And I went over the bans in Pioneer and Modern. Huge Amalia banned, Sorin banned, Treasure Cruise not banned. So there were basically big three decks in Pioneer, and they banned two of them. And Phoenix was already considered like the best deck to some extent going into Pro Tour Murders of Karlov Manorvos Pioneer Pro Tour, where it had an almost 60% win rate as the most played deck and the most targeted deck, which is absolutely insane. And I was sure they were going to ban Cruise after that Pro Tour anyway. They didn't, and they didn't ban it again, and we're still here. So not much has changed here. We are playing on Arena, which we're playing in Explorer technically, where there is no Temporal Trespass. I think the card's freaking balls anyway, so I'm totally happy to not be playing it. Very stock list here. We're going to play Phoenix, see how things look in this new sort of post-Vampires, post-Amalia world. So let's just do that. Let's get right to the games. Brought to you by Rogue Energy. Folks, Rogue Hydration. I actually didn't bring it with me on my vacation. I kind of missed it, honestly. I had a nice Rogue Hydration earlier today while we were cleaning the house because that's what it does. It hydrates you, gives you the energy you need without caffeine, just B vitamins and good stuff. And yeah, it's just great. Check it out, rogueenergy.com. Use promo code JimDavisMTG for 20% off your order. 20%. All right. I love the hydration line. I also love their chill line. I have those at night sometimes. It has biscuits and stuff in it. Kind of cool. And then also, if you're an energy person, get the energy line. If you like that energy boost for pre-workout, caffeine. If you need that extra I'm not a caffeine guy myself. So check them out, Rogue Energy, and power up. All right. Right to the games, chat. Coming out with me. Spell Pierces. So this is a pretty bad hand, honestly. Phoenix, of course, doesn't play that many reactive counter spells because you want all of your cards to be proactive so you can cast them to get your Phoenixes back. Spell Pierce is really, really good in the deck, though. But drawing two in your opener like this with a Cruise and a Phoenix, not much to do with them, is a little rough. Our opponent has mulliganed, and we are on the draw. So I think we're going to keep this, but not be super thrilled about it. So let's keep. Hope these Pierces are good. If they go turn one, like land or plains white creature, it'll be kind of sad, but let's do our thing. They have promised us full tournament Pioneer by the end of the year on Arena, which is great. So we can start playing full Pioneer and Arena. Right now we're at like 90%, but what is going on here? So we have Balagat Sanctuary and Odawara. If I didn't know better, I would assume my opponent was playing a Lotus Field deck, but Lotus Field is not currently on Arena because there's no hidden stirrings. So I don't know what's going on here. That's interesting. So we're gonna go. I guess we'll just get Steam Vents tapped. I don't really care about the life, honestly. I'm just playing Islands. I have two Spell Pierces up. Let's go from there. Melissa Reset, thanks so much. Appreciate it. Mushroom Reset, thanks so much. What do we got here? What's going on? Maybe there's some kind of scuffed version of Lotus. I guess yeah. You play the Proctor. That could work. We got, sure, Vizier Tumbling Sands. So, draw Fire Impulse, but it doesn't do anything yet. Yeah, I mean, we're getting punished super hard here. The hand we kept was pretty loose, and now we can't do anything because we just don't have any practice spells to cast, and our hand looks really bad. But we'll say go here. Hopefully, we can cast these Spell Pierces to cash them in and fire up the Impulse, too. Kill the Vizier. Vizier, pretty good. They play a Mana Confluence. They have no Lotus Fields yet. Hopefully they have the green charm. That'd be kind of awesome. All right. They are not going to attack. I just say go here. So we're going to untap. We draw a Ledger Shredder. That's a good pickup, actually. I think they have the charm. They'll go get a land here. So we can double Spell Pierce the charm with a Shredder. Also, we can go Shredder, double Spell Pierce, because they can untap the thing and pay for it. We can also try and kill the Vizier, maybe, too. Can't do all of it, but let's take go. So no spells, no spell mastery just yet. Shredder's going to be a big one for us here. They're going to actually cast Impulse, and that's going to resolve. Not going to double pierce that. Maybe I should have, honestly. Maybe we should have double pierced. Spears will only get worse and worse as the game goes on, obviously. And if they play a Lotus Field this turn, it's pretty bad for us. All right. Play a Forest. Head says in chat, I find it hard to believe Phoenix will be the dominant deck now. It seems like it's always a 53% win rate deck loved by pros. That's because most players don't play it very well. Phoenix is a really hard deck to play. And I can't talk. Home vacation. Phoenix. All right, let's pay for this first one here. Phoenix is very hard to play, but has a supremely high win rate. Discard a Phoenix here. And it's the kind of deck where like a lot of little things add up over the course of the game. There's a ton of micro decisions with the deck that really, really add up. So now we're golden here. Now we're good to go. We've got everything going on. Triple spells. We found it. We put it together. I'll take the spell. Take the spell. Gonna cast Consider. We're gonna Connive, discarding a Phoenix. Let's get lucky at a Phoenix here. Let's cast Consider. No, it's a Shredder. Just bin that though. And Picklock Prankster. We now have 7 cards in the bin for Cruise. Fire up Fiery Impulse. Kill this thing. We're taking a Cruise also, right? We have 7. We actually have a 1, 2, 3. We only have 6 non-Phoenix cards. Just stack here. This is fun. Who won the cube drafts over the weekend? So if you've been following along my content, you've been popping in. I did 2 rotisserie drafts leading up to my vacation. One of my cube, one of Pete's vintage cube. Ben Friedman won the vintage cube one. I came in second. Was I tied for second, or did yeah, I think I tied for second with Dan. I think Dan Jessup, and then all right, yeah, they're dead. Sweet. And then in the second cube, Pete won, and in my cube, no, that was a vintage cube. I don't even know. I'm all mixed up. Doing 2 drafts is really confusing. But I came in second in both of them, basically. Where me and Dan tied for second in one of them, and then I came in second in the other one, getting money back both times. So I'll do an article about it since it sounds fun. So they seem to be a weird Lotus Field deck. So we're going to want to bring in our Disputes, our Negate, our Gust. I'll be Ashiok. They can't search. I guess it's probably fine. And then we're going to cut. A lot of these are removal spells. Maybe like 2 and 2. They both have different utilities. I'd say the memory can probably go too. It's not really what we're looking at for this. And yeah, are we scared of Graveyard Hate? Maybe no. Borrower Thing in the Ice, not very exciting. This is fine. This works for me. Yeah, so our Vintage Cube Rotisserie had 10 players. I was pick 10 in the wheel. I wheeled Mox, Emerald, and Channel and built like a red-green sneak attack channel deck. And then I had the 4th pick overall in my cube, which is unpowered and no commander cards. And I took Oko Thief of Crowns first. This hand is not great, but I think it's fine. We have Lightning Axe to discard a Phoenix. It's kind of like having Op, which is fine. Just going to put it all together, you know? Spar's Headquarters, sure. They're probably also playing the 1/3 that stops triggers, and Axe can kill that. We draw a Shredder, which is kind of nice. We can go Spire Bluff, go. This week's article on CoolStuffInc.com will be about the bans. I think next week's article is going to be about the rotisseries, which is pretty fun. Been an Impulse here, and draw. A Sleight of Hand, okay. And a Shredder. All right, so we'll play Shredder here. Want to get a threat in play. They go 1/3 into Lotus Field. We can't respond to that anyway, so nope, just Thespian Stage, sure. And a Vizier of Tumbling Sands, sure. Just Spell Pierce. So we draw a. We need a 1-mana spell and a land off the Connive, which is pretty unlikely. So we can like try in Phoenix here if we get lucky, but probably can't. I'll just guess Sleight of Hand first. Guess Sleight of Hand. Looking for a land, okay. And then we're going to... Maybe Consider's better. So I need a 1-mana spell. There's more lands than 1-mana spells. And Consider can find a 1-mana spell also. Let's do that. It's a little risky. But we're going to have 3 looks at a land. And be able to put 2 Phoenixes in play also. So we're going to go Consider. Connive. Found the land. Oh, yeah. Woo! Discard a Phoenix. And then we can bend the land. And yeah, we're off to the freaking races here. This deck. Whenever I play this deck, I'm just reminded how unbelievably good this deck is. Like, just unreal. Still legal somehow. Nice turn 3, right? And the thing is, this deck is just like an insanely good fair deck. And then sometimes you just attack for 8 on turn 3. And that's that, you know? So the big deal is, like, we've already been in a world where Phoenix was the best deck. That was Pro Tour Mirror's Carla Manor. And obviously my team won the PT with the Vampire deck. That was the debut of the Vampire deck. Phoenix still had a 59% win rate in that tournament as the most played deck in the tournament. And that is unheard of for a modern day Pro Tour. Just insane. So, like, this deck's insane. You know, like, those numbers should be bannable, but for some reason they decided to leave Cruz alone. We'll see. I think it's actually... It's a similar win rate to Nadu in the Nadu Pro Tour, honestly. Like, I don't recall what the Nadu win rate was, but like 60% in a Pro Tour is unheard of for a deck that is the most played deck because the sample size is so large. Like, I think our Vampire win rate was like 58%. We only had like so many of us playing it, you know? So like, it wasn't like it was like, you know, it was a small sample size of mostly accomplished players. Whereas everyone in the whole tournament playing Phoenix was playing Phoenix, including all random RCQ winners and whatever else. It still had that high of a win rate, which is insane. So, all right, so that's it. That's the whole shebang and bang. Put it on the board, easy win.
Game.
Deck's still busted. And the thing about Phoenix is that, like, you know, Graveyard Hate. We played 4 Leyline at the PT in our sideboard. Because we wanted to overload our Graveyard Hate, you know. You could main deck some Graveyard Hate also. But the reality is that, like, the Phoenix sideboard is really good. Just Crackling Drake. You know, I think 2 Crackling Drake, 2 Fable the Mirror Breaker, pretty common in Phoenix sideboards. You know, and, like, it's just not that hard to play around Graveyard Hate in a post-board game, too. So, what am I thinking for Standard? I'm not sure yet. Standard is a very important format for Worlds, but I haven't played it that seriously. Has a lot going on in Standard. We're gonna play that a little bit later. No, Slumpy, you're great. I appreciate it very, very much. So we're gonna keep this hand. We've already mulliganed. Then we're gonna dump the Cruise. Honestly, we're kind of lacking in ways to get cards in graveyard. Want to keep both cantrips, I think. Maybe dump a Phoenix. Really hate dumping Phoenixes though, because like your goal in a Phoenix deck is just to like try and find Phoenix as much as possible, and you just figure out how to get in your graveyard, but. Yeah, I'm going to dump Phoenix here. I think the Cruise is more important and get our cantrips going. So we're on Mulligan. They're playing Gigantha, and they've kept 7 cards. It's up run of the mill. Looking forward to Atlanta in January. I am too. I will definitely be there in Atlanta. Should be a lot of fun. Freaking return of GPs basically, which is super sick. Here's a Consider. If this was a Consider, I would bin this, just put more cards in the graveyard for a Cruise, but we're going to keep it on top, I think. Just go slide a hand into Consider. We draw the Shredder. Why does Siri keep turning on? Leave me alone, Siri. Stop freaking, you know, whatever, NSA peeking in my conversations, all right? Jeez. They have a Swamp. Playing Shredder here would be a huge mistake. It is definitely just going to die to a Fatal Push, something like that. And you want to get the value of a discard, at least. So we're just going to play land here. Just going to play Slight. And then take Spiral Bluff Canal. Have a Consider available and just say go. Would be a pretty big mistake here, I think, playing Shredder. And again, one of those like little mistakes that really add up playing this deck. Mutavault Swamp. They're not playing Vampires, right? Like, you can't do that. I wish I had Spell Piercer, that would be great. So they're in Mosswood. All right, so some sort of like mid-range something deck. Just Consider. Picklock, Prankster. Prankster's pretty good. I would love to go Shredder and play a spell, discard Phoenix, but Prankster's just too good to bin, I think. It's just too good with Cruise. We're actually at the point now where we can almost Cruise next turn. 1, 2. Yeah, we're a little short. Yeah, we'll keep it. We might not cast it if we draw 1 drop, but didn't draw 1 drop. All right, so I guess we're just going to go land Prankster. Pretty off curve, which sucks, but if Prankster puts 3 cards in the bin, that'd be 6 cards. We can't Cruise. Playing a Naked Shredder kind of sucks also. So we'll just say go. What's up, Go? Welcome back, they say. Appreciate that. Thanks so much. Getting back in action. Checking out the post-ban Pioneer format. Also, Gooses. Goosies.
Just one more for exotic bird bingo.
They're going to play a Kickered Vine Lasher. Okay, sure.
Yeah, reptiles. Reptiles with horns.
I guess we'll free the Fang response. Lightning Axe and a Phoenix. Lightning Axe is kind of gas here, actually. So there's an offspring. We get to go Shredder, Axe. If you draw a 1-drop, it can do everything, which is pretty cool. So let's untap. Untap here, try and draw a 1-mana spell. We draw a land. It's kind of a tilt. So I have a cruise. I'm an idiot. So we get to go Shredder, Lightning Axe, discarding Phoenix. Which I'm sorry, we should just discard a land here. If you want to discard Phoenix for the Connive. So let's discard a target the real Lasher, I guess, and discard a Steam Vent, the intent to cruise also. So discard this, Connive, draw, discard Phoenix, and just kind of like, you know, Phoenix is just like an unbelievably consistent deck. You just see like 4 cards every turn, and you just find all the things you want to do and just do them, you know? All right, so here you go. This card's still legal, folks. Not am I an idiot? I'm an idiot. I can't even freaking do basic math. All right, well, I'm an idiot. I can't count to 3 properly. As I was saying, Phoenix is a very skill-intensive deck, and it's usually pilot error that causes issues with it. So, whatever. I just counted a Shredder as a non-creature spell for a moment. That's okay. It's fine. They're cooking. Our hand's great. Unless they have some main deck, you know, graveyard hit or something like that, which should be fine in this game. Here's Free Shredder to look out. They couldn't play it before the land drop because they didn't have a green source in play, which is cool. I think we're still totally golden here. We draw another Lightning Axe. That's kind of gas. So let's go Sleight of Hand. We have a lot of looks at another Phoenix here. And Spell Pierce over a land. Yeah, I think so. Then we're going to opt. And we're going to Connive. Could discard Spell Pierce. I mean, it's possibly like a Scape Shift deck. Or no, I can't Scape Shift. Let's discard a land, I guess. Discard a land. I'm going to opt again. I'm sorry, opt first. Spin a land. Draw a card. It's another land. Play opt. And Fiery Impulse. That can kill the Lookout. Just as well as the Axe can. I think this is good, though. Let's do this. Let's keep this. Keep us on top. Draw the Impulse. Take out this Lookout. No crimes for you. Do they have Fatal Push? They would have cast it before I took my turn, right? Doesn't make any sense, so... Cool. And we're just gonna... We already cast 3 spells. I guess I want to have Spell Pierce up. Let's play land. Untapped. This gives me Axe and Spell Pierce. Here come the Burbs. And, a little sloppy, but we're coming across here. We'll just say go. 19 to 11. They have a lot of cards in their hand. I'm not gonna lie, but they'll Vine Lash me for a crime. Double Mutavault. And they're just going to pass the turn. No, attack for 1. I'll take 1. You got me. Taking the damage. Let me see. Extinction Event.
Bingo!
All right.
Get off my plane.
God, I love a good Spell Pierce. One of the other upsides of playing Phoenix is, if you are a Spell Pierce enjoyer like me, you get some great Spell Pierces in. Whoo, boy. We'll take the Impulse. Okay. I guess we're going to cast this Prankster. Get a little Connive on here. Discard another Axe. All right. Yeah, I mean... They have another Extinction Event, we're in trouble. We can't just kill our own Burb, I guess, though, so... You are at 2. You love a good Spell Pierce. leave a comment, leave a chat. Right, folks, first, my name is Jim. I'm a pro Magic player, full-time content creator. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm home, support the content. Content was going great while I was gone. All those Japanese standard decks were really, really fun. They're going to draw a card again and go to 1. You got it, friend. What do you got? So, some sort of like green-black, like crimey mid-range deck. Oh, we broke the server. So we're definitely going to have Graveyard Hate for sure. We're going to want these Crackwing Drakes, because Crackwing Drake is the stones. Beyond that, like, I don't know. It's funny. Its Brotherhood then seems kind of good against them. If they're playing a bunch of 3/3s and those what's it called? Those Vine Lashers or whatever. Spellpierce was really good that game. I don't think it would be that good against them overall. Let's shave a Cruise. They probably have a lot of Graveyard Hate. And then we shave an Axe. And we can shave this Chart of Course. Groovy new sub. What's anywhere from welcome? Do I want these Brotherhoods ends? This is an interesting question. Phoenix is on Arena except for Temporal Trespass. I think the card's ass anyway, though, so it's like, whatever. You know, it's totally fine. How did the cube refs go? I'm going to write an article about it. I came in second in both refs. Or tied for second. You have your Pile Drivers Fantasy Football Draft tonight? I have not looked at anything yet. So I have no idea. Brotherhood's end or nah? I don't think so. I think this is fine. Let's keep this. All right. We cited out a Cruise, the Chart of Course, and the Lightning Axe. Very important, Phoenix. It's kind of hard to sideboard because all your cards do the same thing. Your goal in your post-board Phoenix games is simply hedge against Graveyard Hate. Make it so if your opponent casts a Rest in Peace, you can still win the game. So Crocodile Drake is huge there. Some Phoenix decks board Fable, which is really good also. But usually, you shave a Cruise. You can occasionally shave a Phoenix, though hard casting is totally fine too. Letting X Chart, of course, is like discard heavy cards is interesting. So, this hand's kind of bad, honestly. We have 2 awkward lands, 2 axes, no real engines. I assume they're a Thoughtseize deck. And they're on the play, which is rough too. I'm gonna keep. It's like not a good hand, but like it's pretty hard to mulligan this one, I think. So, turn 1, Fable Passage. What is this deck? It's kind of a cool looking brewski. All right, just fetch a land here, not get stifled. Smart and sneaky. Took a while there. Took a while to find that one, huh? All right, let's hold up our island for Opt and Spell Pierce. Mutavault, man, their mana has been really weird these games. All right, I can't not Spell Pierce this, I'm sorry. So, we'll Spell Pierce Dread Knight. 1 mana removal spell, no card draw, awesome. We draw a Shredder. So again, we don't want to get our Shredder killed before we can use it to discard a card. Can we just go red source here and just say go? Pathos are awkward in this deck because you really want lands tapped for blue and red, but kind of a necessary evil. This is literally the exact same game as last game, where they are Swamp, Mutavault, Castle, no green. They're going to fire up a Thoughtseize, change the script a little bit here. This is fun. Let's resolve. They take the opt, like, sure, it's fine. Like, if I opt into a Cruise, I don't take any of that, so it's totally fine. They take the Phoenix, they have Graveyard Hate. So they have a Hearse also. So they take the Phoenix, they're going to Hearse me, which is fine. No, they're going to Mosswood again. I don't know what's going on.
Waka waka.
Why would they do such a strange thing? I don't know. Let's opt. Spiral of Canal. Yeah, we can keep that. Is Pioneer healthy now? We don't know. It's a new format. We really don't have any idea, honestly. So here's Shredder. We'll say go. This is not an ideal Shredder, but like they discarded my Arclight Phoenix for me, so it's less important to get that guaranteed trigger. Here's a Passage. Pretty worried about Phoenix though. I think Fable's also like really, really good too. I think they could have banned only Fable and not Sorin and seen how Vampires worked without Fable having to be more of like a typo synergy deck. Here's Fatal Push. Yeah, you got me. It's dead, is what it is. we got Graveyard Trespasser. Okay, so it's all coming together. It makes sense. They had a Breach of Graveyard 8, and they risked me not being able to get back for one turn. That's fine. Just draw freaking Crackwing Drake, huh? Just the most important card at all times. They have 2 cards left and a Mosswood. We have 2 Axes and a Fiery Impulse. We kind of need to kill this, honestly. It sucks to discard a card. I guess we'll untap and draw. Let's see if we draw like a card by my discard, but untap and draw an island. Not very good. So we'll kill Trespasser, discard an extra Axe. I am sure, unfortunately. And, no. What are you doing? Oh, the war hasn't gone off yet. Hold on. Back up, back up, back up. Stop that. Resolve this. Discard an Axe. And then we'll just play a land. You know, Babel, obviously, it's good in Vampires, a good mid-range decks, but, like, it's also a big deal in, like, Creativity, Transmogrify decks, like, you know, there's a lot of stuff. Here's a Duress. All right. I mean, they are running a set of resources here. We need to draw a Cruise or a Crackwing Drake, but we have plenty of ways to do that. Mono Green also that can come back to. Here's a Vine Lasher with an Offspring.
Pay a little more, but it's worth it.
We draw an Arclight Phoenix. Okay, so we can just cast Phoenix here. I think it's totally reasonable, honestly. We could also Axe and discard it, but we're pretty far from getting it back. I'm just gonna cast it. You cast Phoenix a lot more in your post-board games, because in post-board games, things tend to slow down and get messy, because folks have better interaction, so. They play the Mosswood. And they play a Cottage. Take some damage, sure. All right. 15. We draw a... Oh, yeah.
Bingo!
God, I love Crackwing Drake. Best part is when you board Fable and Crackwing Drake, being able to copy it is insane, too. All right, yes, great. This is exactly where you want to be in these post-board games. Crackling Drake for days. They have a Cottage. They have a removal spell, too. All right, their last cards are a removal spell. They could fire up Cottage here and get it for a pretty big attack. They might get us this game, honestly. They're to play like a fetch land, deals 4 damage, fire up this thing. They're going to Mosswood again. Okay. 11-15. And a Lookout. No crime to be had just yet, though. So we're going to draw a land. So we're going to Drake, try and draw a land, I think, and kill this Lookout. We draw a... Or, I'm sorry, not a land. We drew a land already. Here's Memories. We shock in, kill this, attack, block this 4, 5, 6. It's close. So we decide if the Phoenix is staying home or not. Yeah. Memories kind of whatever. Yeah, I'll just do this. Pay through life. We're gonna Axe. Kill the Lookout. Discard the Memory. We're at a 6-power Drake. We have lethal in the air next turn. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is lethal if they can kill my Drake. They can't kill my Drake and activate this though, so this is fine. I guess we're dead to a land. If they fire up the Cottage and attack, we block this, take 6, and we're dead to any land drop. That was wrong. I screwed up. Yeah, so they draw a land here. If they fire a Cottage and attack, we have to block the Cottage because we just die to a land drop. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm sorry, it's only 7. No, yeah, 4. 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Yeah, that was a bad blip. Phoenix needs to stay home. And then we have redraws to kill them anyway, as far as returning Phoenix or Drake. Yes, now we're in a spot where, like, we just have to block because we're dead to a land drop. And I think I've thrown this game away. Otherwise, the Phoenix could block the Mosswood. Phoenix could block the Cottage. This could block the Mosswood. And we can just try and Drake kill them next turn. Yeah, so we can't just take this. We die to a land. And like I think that they kind of like figured that out over the course of the last 10 seconds or whatever. So the problem is, can I win the game if they have a land, or if I lose the Drake? I probably can't, honestly. If they were at 6, I could find another Phoenix maybe with a chain of spells, but I'm just gonna die. I'll just die to a land, whatever. All right, just kill me. Yeah, like whatever. So he screwed up. So this dies, we're at 2. Any land, we're dead. They don't have a land?
Inconceivable!
I'm shocked, but not appalled. Just generally pleased with myself. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Look at us. We're back in the game. P4. That was you, my friend. Good game, my friend. I thought we were dead there. Thought we were dead. Just had to block and hope you didn't have it. Good games. Stands great. It'll be something. We don't know what yet, but it'll be something. Steam vents. Ooh. We could have a mirror here. Let's play Hall of Storm Giants. Get rolling. Is Azorius control good in this format? It's a brand new format with Amalia and Vampires gone. I imagine it'd be pretty good. I was just saying, this is one of these decks. Okay, sure. So we have a Ensoul artifact strategy. Let's guess opt in response. We see a Phoenix. No way to discard this Phoenix right now. Man, how much better is considered an opt? You know, it's kind of insane. I'm gonna ship this. We need some interaction, I think. Loath to pitch a Phoenix, but all right. Here's Indy. We draw 2 cruises in a row. Is not ideal, but we're just gonna shock this in and kind of like red available. Probably the shock it next turn anyway. I'm gonna shock it now because the red mana up also might dissuade them from doing things as well. So Phoenix plays this sometimes. So especially in an arena where there's no trespass too. So all right. So they're gonna be able to attack. They get Inti, discard a card. They played a land first, which is kind of foolish, but they discard a Smuggler's Copter. What are the weak points of Phoenix? There aren't many, honestly. Like, it's just such a really consistent deck. They hit a land, so it's a big tilt for them. They kind of misplayed that one a little bit. We take 3. And if they have a Stubborn Denial, that'd be pretty annoying. But Gleaming Gear Drake. Make a clue. Alright, so let's cast our Free the Fed. Get these cruises online. We reveal a Fire Impulse. Love to see that. And we draw another Fire Impulse. So we have 4 in the bin. That's 5, 6. Can't quite cruise yet. Killing both of these with impulses does seem pretty appealing, though. Let's start against the main phase to see what happens. Bin this and draw. I think Phoenix suffers a bit against things that Lightning Axe can't kill. Really linear decks. But it really can handle most things. You know, it really is like, you know, the best deck for a reason. We're just gonna kill these both right now. No untaps for you, my friend. Just gonna kill them and say go. And if they untap and go like Ensoul Artifact, we can go. We can start cruising. We got another Prankster. We got a cruise. These things are great jump blockers too. All right, so there's your Ensoul. Take 5, sure. Here's a Shredder. That was a pretty nice draw, actually. We can Shredder and then cruise. We actually have no chance to recur a Phoenix here. I might just go to Shredder and then Prankster as jump blocker. Is Mono Green good against Phoenix? I think so. I don't know, honestly. It's the Mono Green decks are different now without Karn, and like Mono Green hasn't been a thing for a while, so I'm just gonna do this. So we're just gonna go play a jump blocker, get our Connive on. We'll discard a Phoenix up to a 2/4, and we'll say go. And then next turn we can get a nice big turn going with our cruise and our Prankster. Hi, Karn. I'm sorry, dude. The Karn camp's not set up yet. So we'll block with this. You're at 8. And a Spyglass Siren. Sure. What's up, Contra? Thanks to the welcome back. Alright. They find a Spell Pierce. They're going to bin it. I think it's smart, honestly. I think topping Spell Pierce is usually a bad idea. You don't want your opponent to know about your counter spells, typically. So let's fire up Free the Fed. And see what we hit. We hit a Lightning Axe that cannot kill the Citadel. But it's still a pretty nice one to kill the 2/2 flyer. You want to cast a cruise here for sure. We also kind of want to just like, our Phoenix can block really well too, so maybe just take a second Prankster and then just cruise. Kind of like that. So let's do this. Put this on blue. And free the Fae again. Make it luckier, hit a Phoenix. Let's discard the Spire Bluff Canal. And any Phoenixes? Nope. Take a Lightning Axe. And then we'll fire up. Is this our first cruise? Nah, it's not our first cruise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Move all the lands first. Creatures 5, 6, 7. Draw some cards. Let me see. Land, land, land. That's not ideal. All right. If they have another Ensoul artifact here, things are kind of awkward. Because we just bricked super hard. Drawing 3 lands in a row in your 18 land decks. Not cool. Not cool, but here's land number 3 for them. They got 3 cards in hand. Cool. Phoenix also a great blocker, in addition to being a great attacker. And we got Pranksters for days also. Here's a Cryptic Coat. That's actually pretty annoying. Cryptic Coat is a interesting one. Here's another Phoenix. All right, that's a great draw. All right, so let's go Lightning Axe discarding a land, because we want to discard Phoenix to the Connive trigger. So let's go Lightning Axe. Hold on a second. I want to pay Lightning Axe, pay the ward. And then I can't cruise and prank. So hold on a second. Let's think for a second. I don't want to take 5 and die to a Shrapnel Blast. That would be not ideal for us. Maybe start my cruise. We got 3, 6. Let's start by cruising. Just start and see what we get. So we got creature, spell. So we're leaving Opt, Cruise, and so we have Spell Mastery and a Phoenix in the bin. That's good, right? Works for me. Fire it up and draw 3. We draw land, axe, land. Man. Kind of ridiculous bricks here on these cruises. So we're gonna axe, ward, and then axe again, I guess. Killing the Morph and the Siren. Damn, what's up, Autumn? Nice resub. Alright, let's target this. I'm sure. Discard Steam Vents. This is our Connive. Pay ward. Discard a Phoenix. Honestly, it's not a bad draw. Spell Pierce here, so, and then we'll go. So we'll go on red. Play another axe. Discard a card. Target this. We'll discard the pathway. So Spell Pierce up too, which is kind of nice. So return 2 burbs. And we're going to get in for 6, leaving back a blocker. Could play around second Ensoul artifact by leaving back a second Phoenix and be super conservative, but our hand's not like great behind this. So let's get the damage in. If our hand was a lot better, and I felt like we had better inevitability, I'd be more inclined to be defensive, but our hand's just 3 lands, so here's an Inty. Does that give trample? It does give trample. Alright, that sucks. Sure, so they reveal a Spyglass Siren. I mean, we don't have any spells left, you know? Like, we just have all lands in our hand. It's pretty terrible. Alright, I'll just block, I guess. Alright, we're down to 4. And now, Shrapnel Blast is an issue. Gets Connive. Ooh, another Phoenix. We're gonna just bin this. We have 2 blockers to cast. And even though we can hard cast the Phoenix, like, I think we need to, like, do a little better than that, so. Our guys also have 4/6 now, which is kind of cool. Consider was a banger draw. Alright, let's start by considering. Here's a consider. Sleight of hand, love it. How about a sleight of hand? Connive. Draw. Second Spell Pierce. Discard that for a counter. We have 4. We got 2 birds coming back. It's 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If we... We are risking not drawing a castable spell off the Sleight. Can you... What is the problem with this thing, man? This freaking Siri just keeps leaving... I'm not talking to you, Siri. Siri's so lonely. I can only keep Spell Pierce for Shadow Blast or Cryptic Coat. This is a big sleight of hand, folks. Really got to hit here. All right. Let's just discard an extra haul. Oops. I'm going to resolve a sleight of hand. I think we need to hit a spell here. We did it. So sleight of hand again. Here's third sleight of hand. Resolve. Cruise, Fire Impulse. Damn, we're cooking now. Alright, so now we get to go. Never's dead, right? So find Impulse. Yep. We have 3, 6, 9, and 13 exactly. This deck is so good, folks. You just keep doing it. You just do so much stuff, you know? Like, it's crazy. What's up, Julian? Looks like 13 to me. Oh, yeah.
After it was all
Oh.
over, we took us in the house of service.
They're feeling so good that game, too. Let's bring in Brotherhood's End. Brotherhood's End. Honestly, Mystical Dispute's pretty good against them. Disputes, maybe the Borrower. I think Thing and the Ice is good against them. Like a lot of cards that are good here. Can you please go away? I'm trying to sideboard. What are you doing? Relax Thing in the Ice a lot. Let's cut the chart, of course. It's a pretty easy card to cut. You just cut it every time. They have memory. These flex cards just go a lot, you know? I'm going to shave a Cruise because they have Graveyard Hate. I should have a lot of cards here we're bringing in. These Spell Pierces are like, they're worse than Disputes, right? This counters Ensoul Artifact, and Friends. Counters some creatures too. Good Spell Pierces. And then Borrower's like, I think Borrower's whatever. Yeah, let's try this. Not sure. Not bringing in the Drakes is a little weird, but all right. Opponent takes a fast mulligan, and we drew our one of Brotherhood's End. Hello.
Good old rock. Nothing beats that.
All right, we got Voldarin Epic here. You got it. We draw a Hall of the Storm Giants. Sure. So it's just, let's play Spiral of Canal, leave up our Lightning Axe. They go for a turn to Ensoul, we can stop it, which is cool. Inti. Okay. I think we just kill Inti here. I mean, we could just cast Brotherhood's End too. This is fine. Sure. They can get a card off Inti. They actually get a card off of it, so unless it's like an Ornithopter. I mean, a discard, sure. Let's opt. Opt finds another opt. We can do better than that. I'm greedy. Let me go Spiral Canal. Sure. Take one. So we don't want to cast Shredder because we're probably going to cast Brotherhood's End next turn. Let me just say go. If they want to fire up a Ensoul on this Blood, it's a good Lightning Axe target. Let attack, it's fine. Inti also forces them to play a spell. They discard a Legion Extruder. Cute. They're going to pump. That's fine. They hit a Darksteel Citadel. That's not ideal. Because now they have a good Ensoul target. Let's just say go. That's not good for us. All right. This is probably getting Spell Pierce or something. Yeah, I kind of hate this actually, but we could just go Shredder plus Axe. Our hands like pretty bad. If I cast Brotherhood's End, they counter it. They have to untap, maybe get nasty on me. If I cast Shredder and Axe, they could counter that also, but it's not as bad because I'll have a 2/4 in play. Nothing of value to discard really though. I'm just gonna cast this. This is probably not gonna work, but sure, that's fine. So Spell Pierce, 2 cards left. If they go Ensoul Artifact next turn, we're probably gonna lose, but no blood, it's a bad sign. No, I should attack. All right, cool. Discarding a land. Trigger Inti. Alright, 3/3, and they hit a Voltage Surge. That's a miss. That's a whammy. You draw Fire Impulse. Sure. It's actually pretty good. Let's go Shredder. We're going to Impulse the Inti and see if that resolves or not. Their hand is probably mostly reactive cards at this point. Might have one of the Spell Pierce here. They have they're going to blast my Shredder. That's awesome for us, I think. So we can Ive. Hit a sleight of hand. Let's start one of these stupid tap lands. Kill that. And then we're just going to land, probably just axe the Epic here. And we'll do it before they untap, because they can't spell pierce me. So let's discard a card, target this, discard a Steam Vents. And now we are in the very famous Treasure Cruise waiting room. No Ensoul artifact, please. That's great. Here comes the Sirens. Get a map. And reveal another indie. Please find Treasure Cruise. Oh! Thing in the Ice is cool, but yeah, whatever. That's obviously Cruise, so. Let's go on a cruise, folks. And let's dump the entire graveyard, probably, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's almost the whole thing. Draw some cards. They have a Dispute or a Pierce. They do not. We draw a Picklock Prankster, another Cruise, and we have an Axe also. Okay, so we're just going to free the Fae here. Might be Axing if they go to Inti. Yeah. So the question is, do we axe the Inti or do we axe the Spyglass Siren before they can attack? Let's guess Prankster first, see what happens. Let's free the Fae. Free the Fae. A little more info. And we get another free the Fae for our cruise. Kind of like that. Let's just kill this Inti. Prankster can block this, so discard a card. Kill the Inti. Discard a land. Base! First time chat. Everybody say hi, Bay. Coming up from YouTube. What removal spell in white would you want over Get Lost? Super opinionated over how much I dislike it. So I was wondering if it's a card I would play over it. I'm not sure. It's deck dependent. You know, I think Get Lost is fine in like super aggressive decks. But if your deck wants to play more than like 6 or 7 turns, the maps are just so devastating. So, could have Prankster on my turn. That's fair. All right, so we're just gonna play Prankster. We're gonna play a Free the Fae here. We reveal a Phoenix. Great. Also Fire Impulse. I am very pleased with this. Now we're just going to Impulse and probably Cruise too, right? Got a Fire of an Impulse. I guess we'll Cruise. Maybe Opting first. Oh, yeah, that matters actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pick some cards. Do some things. We draw a Shredder and some lands. It's fine. And they're just going to pack it in. All right, there you go. Phoenix is busted, folks. I don't know more to tell you. Let's look at our... yeah, I had fun. maybe answering that with I had fun was a bad sign for Phoenix not getting banned, but whatever. Folks, I'm not sure what to tell you. Phoenix is still really, really, really good. Is this list perfect? Probably not. You know, I haven't like worked on the deck like seriously for a while, but Phoenix is just so good. So good. I don't know what's going on up here. Yeah, you're really got it's kind of moment happening for Arena. But yeah, Phoenix is great. If you're looking to rank up, honestly, if it's like the next few days, I'll be a really good time to rank up Phoenix before folks adapt because Phoenix truly is just that good. So more to play on stream. YouTube folks love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace. And again, if you missed my ban announcement video, go watch it on YouTube, right?